Good evening and welcome to the second episode of Hum PR Karne Wale. And none other than Pallavi is here for the second episode. Now, Pallavi and I know each other since last year when we were collaborating for one of my ventures, and I recorded a podcast with her. But I guess we needed two small head ladies to lead PR firms to be able to come together for this stellar opportunity. Thank you so much, Pallavi, for giving me your time. You have a busy schedule ahead today, but you taking out this time for our viewers and for me, it means a lot. You've been a journalist. You started your journey with E4M, and then you run your own PR agency, and it's like the classic story of a journalist turned into a comms person. But we want to hear it from the person who's lived this life. So my first question to you is, when you were Pallavi, just starting out in the journey of the big bad world, the career of Pallavi, did you think that you will be a PR one day or a journalist one day? Is this what you wanted to be all your life?
Yeah. Hi, Gauri. Thanks for having me over. See, when I started off as a journalist, after I passed off from IMC, I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to meet people, cover stories. And when I joined E4M, it was really fascinating to cover the ad world and the advertising marketing and meeting all the heads and stuff. So I tell you a very interesting small story. My first interview was with Rohit Ori, who was
Oh,
heading JWT that time. Okay, so that interview still remains special because first time I remember I had gone with my boss Kalyan sir for the interview, and he told me these are the questions we're going to ask and stuff. So first time a little nervous, but Rohit was such a nice person. The way it was so comfortable interviewing him, and he made me he gave such nice answers to me. And, then the interview, when I transcribed it, when I went back, it remained a memory for me. So there was a lot of learning which, goes into journalism. Lot of learning. So whereas PR is concerned, it was just after my journalism career of 16, 17 years, then I decided I should do something of my own. So when
hmm,
I decided to do something on the closest to journalism was PR.
of
So
course.
that is the time I was like, I want to do something because since my dad has always been an entrepreneur throughout his life and stuff. So I was just inspired, and the other entrepreneurs in my family also. So I was just inspired by my uncle also. So that I have to do something of my own, and that's the way I took the plunge of I starting my own PR journey.
Hmm.
And so so it was a very interesting journey from being. So now I understand both the sides,
Yes.
the journalist side also what they're facing, and also the PR side what the my team is facing. So whenever I'm talking to my team, I always tell them that when I was a journalist, this is what used to happen, and I used to get calls
Right.
from PR people and multiple calls, and I used to be like, "Bhai, this is not relevant to us. This is not what we
Hmm.
cover." So
Of course.
yeah, so you start understanding. So now we're on this side of the thing.
Yes. No, Pallavi, you're my senior from IIMC. We share the same alma mater. And I remember, I was myself lost in the journey of the soul school. I myself couldn't place where I should be positioning, but you knew very well who this brand can cater to. And, now whatever form it is present in, I owe that kind of counseling and, consulting to you, because you were a true blue consultant. Because sometimes as public relations professionals we limit ourselves to being stuff like whatever the comms says, we do it. But a real PR professional, a real CEO is a consultant, is a partner in the entire crime that this whole company is doing, good or bad or ugly, whatever. We're
Right.
partners in crises, we're partners in good times. But that is kind of the dynamic we see shifting. Some days when maybe startups are not treating PRs well. There are so many posts on LinkedIn we see every
Yeah.
now and then. And there is the struggle of acquiring new clients and keeping the old ones. So, of course, your journey as a journalist has been very fruitful. You loved your ad world. But when you came to the other side, of course, there was this entrepreneurial hunger which kind of made you strive, into the waters directly. But of course there would have been challenges. So I want to know, as Pallavi who just started out into PR versus the Pallavi of today, how has the journey been?
See, the journey has been challenging. See, I've handled clients from whether it's startups or it's corporates or it's a health client to a nutritionist to a hospital. So we've handled or an ad agency, which was my favorite throughout. So all these clients have handled, and right now I'm handling event agencies also, which is also very interesting to dive into events and the interesting technologies they're using and stuff. See, the journey has been very very interesting because there's not been learning in the journey. See, when you handle different clients, you tend to learn about the various technologies they're using. You'll also learn about the various tools they are using. Then when you explain them that what kind of PR they should be doing, because people think that that only a press release you do and the story and an interview makes PR, which is not true anymore. Right now, there's more of podcasts. There is a lot of more thing. We have a lot of podcasts, lot of influencer opportunities. Influencers talk about your brand. So there are lots of things which keep on going hand in hand, right? Whereas earlier used to happen is press release, story, interview, and industry story. So earlier when we used to explain to clients, but now we have to tell them that we are like partners, okay? So we have to work together. We have to build the story together. See, we now what I do is we do strategize for a client. Okay, what kind of PR strategy should he follow to build his brand? Okay, if a client has, Mano, he has a 36 years of experience, like 36-year-old company. One of my clients just completed. So now his journey is like 36 years, a long time. So now what next? So we have to strategize with him that what next he should do. And since he's all over international, so we are strategizing his international strategy separately versus the domestic strategy. Okay, that what he should, what more can he do in PR, and what more can get him know more,
Mhm.
a you I I
Visibility, of course.
I work.
Yeah.
So this is what is so the PR role is no longer restricted to just taking a press release from a client and printing it, or just
Mhm.
saying "Hey, this is the article. Please give an article on AI, and we
Hmm.
go and tell the journalist, please print it, or a journalist gives a topic, and that will always remain. That part is always there. That's a regular work of a PR person, right?
Hmm.
Beyond that, the journey has been so now the thing is that client, whoever is appointing us as a PR agency, they're wanting that they should be partners in PR. They
Of
should be
course.
partners to us. It's not like this कि वो the PR agency है, they will come, they'll take their उनको 5 article 5 we have committed to them, we give them 5 things and the
Hmm.
role is finished and we get a paycheck and the role is no
Of
longer
course.
there. It's a hand in hand relationship that goes
And
with it.
dynamic, Pallavi. I mean, you've got to start from Instagram. You've got to build their social media, their website, along with, earlier क्या होता था कि we used to make a SWOT analysis. Like when I was a trainee account executive, हम बता देते थे कि हमें आपके में ये कमी दिखती है. And there was always this clash I used to feel with the comms, which is why I jumped into Copcom because मेरे को लगता था अरे इतनी क्या बड़ी बात है Copcom बनना, मैं भी बन के दिखाती हूँ. And then same with journalists, this whole competitive nature that came into this very small industry because all of us are either from IIMC or ACJ or other comms colleges. It's a very few fraction of people जो engineering करके आए हैं या doctory
Yeah,
करके
right.
आए हैं PR या फिर journalism कर रहे हैं. So I mean, what really startles me is how beautifully it has been evolving into us as PR executives, not just taking care of a press release copy, but also commanding our clients and advising them on how their website should look, how their social media should look, who all they should talk to, what all they can do on their own on maybe a LinkedIn of sorts. Personal branding has really come up, and maybe the personal branding bridge आपके और मेरे टाइम पे जो अभी है वो पहले के जमाने में नहीं था, which is why our predecessors into these industries, be it journalism or comms, did not focus on their own imagery. They only focused on their work. So I mean, I'm sure there would have been some of your clients who wouldn't have really, understood what your thought process was. So, would you want to share one of those stories where you were able to bring them about with, just persistent counseling? Maybe, you were taking multiple therapy sessions of sorts कि आप समझो मेरी बात, ये जरूरी है, ऐसे ही marketing होनी है, for a client who did not know the Tom, Dick, and Harry of, journalism and the
Yeah.
world of PR?
Yeah, see, so when I still remember that when we started off, we used to handle these startup clients. Okay, now problem with these startup clients were they just got funding. Okay, and they want that we should come in ET, we should come in Your Story, and we should come in INC 42. Okay, and Mint mein aa jaye. Can't you get us a print story? So it was very difficult explaining them that PR is you have to start from somewhere. It takes time to build the story. It's not a paid PR key. You go through editorial, okay, and just get a story done. Okay, so that's the easiest way to do it. But of course, it's very costly. Yeah, but so we have to explain them that how does PR work. So we had to give them a lot of sessions explaining that what is PR, how does it work, how will we work with you. Then they were very worried that ki if we don't get these four coverages as you have promised, then what will happen. So I said, see, it will happen. Since we've been in the industry, we have a relationship with the journalists, so these things are bound to happen, that it can be delayed, but it can't happen that it will not happen. If it was not happening, we wouldn't have been here, right? And we know the journalists. So after some time, and then we had to explain them what should the strategy be, because he wanted that since he's got this much funding, so he wanted ki bhai right now I have the money, I just want कि मेरा big blast हो जाए, but 3 months के लिए चाहिए. So I explained him कि 3 months में you can't achieve anything. It has
Of
to
course.
see PR builds credibility, storytelling. So that will take a lot of time. It's not like one day we talk that we got this much funding, and second third month we are not seen in the market. We will think कि भाई the funding has come, but the company is not doing well, or the company is closed down. That's a perception of the viewers, because there's so much news and so much competition going on, Gauri, these days, that we it's very important to be seen.
Hmm.
Okay, over PR is also not good. I won't say a person should do 10, 12 coverages a month. That also gets too much. Okay, but
Yeah,
at the same time, yeah, because it gets too much for see, no one will read so much about you, right?
definitely.
Definitely. So you have to have a balance.
Hmm.
Okay. But I always tell my clients do 5 to 6 a month is more than enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Whether you're a big client or a small client, but any client needs to do have a balance between the PR he's doing. Whether it's an interview, it's an article, or it's an industry story, or even if you're doing a podcast. See,
Hmm.
one podcast every quarter is fine. Like not
Yes.
है ना. So like it's not like that. I know you're doing a podcast business, but the but the thing is that too much. See, too many podcasts also in a month will not help you.
कोई सुनेगा ही नहीं
Meaning,
पता, बिकॉज आई हैड समबडी कम टू मी एंड से कि मुझे 2 महीने में 6 पॉडकास्ट करनी है, जस्ट बिकॉज वन पॉडकास्ट ऑफ देयर्स वेंट गुड, लाइक
hmm,
उनकी तरफ से दे वर वेरी आई मीन नर्वस, एंड देन
hmm,
व्हेन द पॉडकास्ट वेंट वेल दे थॉट कि अब तो मैं ब्लास्ट कर दूंगी, अब तो मैं पूरी
hmm,
दुनिया में मेरी पॉडकास्ट चलेगी. ऐसा
हाँ,
नहीं होता है,
नहीं
बिकॉज आप पॉडकास्ट पे एक जैसी बात करोगे, आपकी स्टोरी तो चेंज नहीं होगी ना. पल्लवी की स्टोरी फ्रॉम E4M टू योर कम्युनिकेशंस फर्म, उसमें कोई तड़का तो लग नहीं जाएगा. Every time maybe you'll come and refine it, but then you do need to give your viewers a breathing space the way we used to give breathing space in quarter results की हर
yeah, right.
जनवरी, उसके बाद फिर मई में हमारे कॉम्स जो थे वो रीच आउट करते थे CNBC को या ET को. But coming back to the ET question, I mean there are so many PR heads who talk to me, and they always say कि ET is a very big non-negotiable. And I've had friends in big firms like Adfactors or Edelman. सो उनका मिनिमम रिटेनर ही प्रॉब्ली 3 से 5 लाख होता है, जो आपके मेरे केस में हम बड़े क्लाइंट्स से लेते होंगे, राइट. उनके सबसे छोटे क्लाइंट का ही रिटेनर 2 से 3 लाख का और उससे भी ज्यादा हो सकता है. सो देयर द एक्सपेक्टेशन इज कि आप तो एड फैक्टर्स हो या आप तो एडलमैन हो, आपको तो ये कवरेज लानी ही लानी है. लाइक HT तो आपके लिए बाएं हाथ का खेल है, बट देन देयर आर एग्जीक्यूटिव्स लाइक यू एंड मी ओनली who are sitting there. So, I mean, in a case where you've proposed like a cat B positioning and then going to the ETs and the BS of the world, how were you able to justify your ROI? Because सबसे बड़ा PR में जो challenge है वो ROI का है, where people think कि they're burning money. It was better कि वो performance marketing में वो पैसा लगा दे. There are so many founders who've told me this thing कि हमें PR में पैसा नहीं लगाना है, मुझे नहीं करना अपना गुणगान, मैं LinkedIn पे लिख रहा हूँ और मैं परफॉर्मेंस मार्केटिंग से प्रोडक्ट बेच रहा हूँ. वेयर इज PR, वेयर इज जर्नलिज्म? दे आर डेड. दिस इज व्हाट वन ऑफ वेरी सीनियर फाउंडर्स टोल्ड मी.
See, he's wrong in the way he's thinking. I tell you why. See, the thing is, PR is a bit credibility. See, performance marketing, what it does is, you can do performance marketing. Okay, you can get leads from performance marketing, but where's the credibility? Credibility lies in PR. See, people still trust journalists on writing a story, right? Was it, if an investor comes, he'll see you, he'll hear your story. But if you have come in media, he'll still approach you. He will still believe those stories which has been published in media. Because see, a journalist, be me being a journalist, or today also journalists we interact with every day. They won't write a wrong thing. They'll always check the facts, and then they will publish a story, right? So this is very important. Authentic information you can only still exist whether it's in a newspaper, or it's an online article, or it's an interview. So these mediums are still really trustworthy compared. This performance marketing has its own charm. See, but if someone wants to get leads, people tell me, and my clients tell me, ki we don't get leads from PR. So I said, PR doesn't get you leads. PR gets you credibility. PR say you do your brand building. So the brand building part which happens is can only happen through PR. I just see somebody, and now people, some clients. I feel very good when few clients tell me, "Acha, they read my story on this publication in your story, and I got a call saying ki we read your story." But the thing is that, but not always it will happen. I tell you why. Because there's so much content that how much can we read? Even on LinkedIn, there's so many articles people share, right? Yeah, even I keep sharing what are my client coverages come. I feel good about
But
it. So I keep
Pallavi,
sharing.
you've raised a very valid point. I'm sorry to cut you in between, but I
Yeah.
got so excited when you said there's a lot of content. अभी content सिर्फ इंसान नहीं बना रहे. Already we are 8 billion on this earth, right? And at least 4 billion to 5 billion of this population has internet access. अब उसमें AI घुस चुका है. AI
Ah.
agents are competing for space. There are so many reports of, PR agencies actually building AI agents. And, AI has become not just an eyewash, it has actually started replacing the real people. Now, suppose you and I run a boutique firm. उस case में we can use AI, to sharpen our articles and scripts. I know many of my journalist friends who have internal softwares in their newsrooms, be it a Reuters, be it ABP, be it others, जो internally AI से अब तो मेरे हिसाब से आपकी जो न्यूज एजेंसीज हैं they are also AI friendly. But otherwise, one of the questions that was asked to me when I was joining a news agency was, do you use ChatGPT? And I used to proudly say no. But today, if anybody asks me, will you be using ChatGPT? I will proudly say yes. Because if I don't know how to use ChatGPT and give it commands, then I'm nobody today. It is about the smart work these days. But how do you compete with AI content on LinkedIn, or on press releases, on quotes? Because ये journalist के लिए बहुत बड़ा सरदर्द बन गया है. I am tired of reading those call outs कि please budget quotes मत generate करके भेजो, खुद लिख लो, voice note भेजो, मत भेजो, rather than an AI quote. So how do you vet AI, number one? And how do you prevent it trickling into the real voice of your spokesperson?
See, AI, it's good in its own way. You can research. What I tell my clients also is good for researching on the topic the journalist is given. You can write. You can get a overall idea what all you should write. The pointers are good, but ultimately, what a content writer can write that AI cannot. The quotes, the person's personal touch, AI can never give. Amount to refine it. Okay, like people say, we to refine and give an article. Refine नहीं होता है. It is your input, your see, AI cannot be human. Ultimately, it's not human touch. Human touch is important. Now, see, now the journalists have stopped accepting articles which are AI thing. Now, if you read an article, you will come to know, at least I can come to know that it's written by AI. It's very prevalent. Even the messages people send on AI, they send an email. Many times I see, when I get mails from people, they're all AI. People,
वो इंग्लिश से आगे बढ़ के ना एक लैंग्वेज वैसी हो गई है कि दिस इज नॉट दिस. it is this, uska sentence structure hi samajh aa jata hai.
Sentence
It's like
structure. And then they have those, those logos and those signs. If you see now,
yeah,
as
yeah,
I
yeah,
see that, you come to know it's AI generated. So, see, if you
definitely.
want to give a personal touch to an article, or if you want to give a personal touch to, a message, okay, it's always good to personalize it than to
Yeah,
use AI. Even to send a LinkedIn page, if you are reading an article, you should give your own thoughts. यानी कि AI में डाला article, and whatever reply AI gives you, just paste it. It looks really bad.
definitely. I
It,
am not comfortable, Pallavi, with AI clones, AI voice clones, AI speaking clones. I am just not comfortable with them even today. I mean, to a certain level, I can use AI for research, maybe generating PPTs also, because maybe it is very manual work कि मैं एक एक बॉक्स को अच्छे से अलाइन कर
uh,
रही हूँ with 11 pages. Maybe that level of a manual work AI can do. It's the same thing as you and I using a dishwasher when we are
yeah.
busy women, right? But अब women वाला card भी हमारा उठ गया है. So one question that I want to ask you is, how do you handle, like, how did you handle being a journalist and also taking care of yourself? Then of course I understand that you're married with a child. So how do you take care of your family and the work family that you've built all over these years? Because it's tough being a woman, it's very tough with all the sexism that you get. Maybe people doubt your in a way potential to be able to handle a big client, or handle a big crisis. People might think कि अच्छा 6 बजे के बाद तो ये अवेलेबल ही नहीं होगी, या 10 बजे के बाद ये इवेंट्स पे ट्रैवल ही नहीं कर पाएगी. So how do you justify that you are Pallavi the PR and not Pallavi the woman PR?
See, it's a matter of prioritize your task. Okay, so so when see, I have work timings from like 10 in the morning when we start our work. Okay, and then it's only about work and work and work until 7 p.m. It's all about work. Okay, and then scheduling all your calls, all
Yeah,
your client presentation, new business, everything happens during that time. Okay, so see, whereas family is concerned, like I have one child, 13-year-old, okay, almost 13 now. So
lovely.
handing, yeah, so handing a teenager along with the company is interesting because you're bringing up two babies together.
Of
But the
course.
only thing is, my company is a 16-year-old baby
Yeah,
versus bringing a 13-year-old baby.
definitely.
So it's just managing the time.
Hmm.
So after 7 p.m., see, if a client is calling me for something urgent, I'm always there. All
Yeah.
clients know. They will not bother me during those times usually because they know that, there's like personal time for myself, for my kid, and for my husband, and for my house and everything. So they also understand that, it's like that. But if there's something urgent, and I know there's something urgent, or probably there's a crisis that needs to be handled. Sometimes the crisis communication happens and something wrong has come and we really need to. So then I need to step in there. Even my
Hmm.
team, or even for my team, I tell them to work from 10 to 7. After that, I rarely call my team also until there's a crisis because I also want them to have that time for their family.
Definitely. A recharge time, a reset
Because
time.
there is time, I know, and we follow the Monday to Friday rule. Saturday is
Hmm.
very rare. Maybe
Wow.
I have calls of my own, like I have few calls. I keep, like, if somebody wants to talk to me, or there's some leadership call, or somebody wants some advice, or there's a call which I've not got the time to do it on the weekdays. I do it on the weekend when I have the time for 1 hour or something. I try to finish that call on a Saturday or something, right? So if somebody wants to reach out to me and it's just been too busy into many things, so that's the thing. But it's always good to balance it out. See, it's not difficult even during travel time. Like when I'm traveling for events, like today, one of my clients' second anniversary is there, they completed, so I'll be going there. But then I also know that there are the certain events, but then I need to plan things and go.
Definitely.
Even at work, I need to plan. Even at home, you need. So the planning and the balancing the role at work and at home is important.
Hmm. No,
Time.
that is a very valid point, Pallavi. But when you talk about work-life balance, I mean the biggest inspiration or point of contention has become Gen Zs. We've got those emails now, ki I'm not feeling well, I won't come to work. एंड हम जैसे मिलेनियल्स, हम लोग दवाइयाँ खा के 102 बुखार में अपने प्रेस रिलीजेस और उस सब का काम करते थे. वर्क फ्रॉम होम का कॉन्सेप्ट of course came with my generation because the COVID pandemic hit and everything. But the kind of exceptions that you and I as entrepreneurs and CEOs can give to our employees, I don't think we got when we were rookie journalists or rookie PRs. So I mean, what is your experience working with Gen Zs? What are your learnings? What are your pieces of advice to this very young crop of new professionals who are changing the way the industry works?
Yeah, so see, I always tell the young generation, have patience
Yeah.
and research well. Okay,
Hmm.
research your topic, research what you have to give to the client. सिर्फ चैट जीपीटी मत मारो. वो पिच नोट पे भी they'll prefer to do a chat GPT. And because I know what chat GPT is, I'm like, what have you contributed?
Of course, of course.
What have you contributed? If I am if I have employed you as a senior PR person, and you come on the table with 6 to 7 years of experience, or 5 year, or a 3 year, so you are expected to research and bring something to the table, right? And even the
Definitely.
client expects this from us, right?
Yeah.
अगर सिर्फ चैट जीपीटी मार के देना है, then anyone can do it. Then we just need a
आप
trainee.
2000 का सब्सक्रिप्शन ले लो फिर. Why do you pay 20,000 or 40,000 to this senior employee?
40,000 and the 50,000 to
Yeah,
anyone.
of
And
course.
so I just explain them that do things. It's not like that we need to finish 100 tasks in a day. Let's do two
Mhm.
tasks, but let's research and do it properly.
Of course.
If you tell them competitors, लेके आओ, chat GPT मारते हैं, which are the competitors of this खत्म. And क्या differences हैं clients के बारे में, वो पूरा chat GPT कि इसमें ये हुआ, उसमें ये. नहीं, then बोलो कि they just find out कि how many visitors, similar web.
Yeah.
So all
Media.
these media and similar web, all these tools are being used. They're good. I'm not saying they're bad. They're very useful to us
See, I
on every.
remember melt water. हम लोग melt water use करते थे for
हाँ,
getting coverage in the morning, and
yeah,
it used to be very helpful. Like in ad factors, हमें बहुत focus करते थे tools सिखाने पे. Maybe it Excel,
हाँ,
maybe Chat GPT, maybe melt water, maybe other such tools. But beyond your tools, like one day the light goes off, your laptop doesn't work. आपका PR तो खत्म नहीं हो जाएगा ना.
नहीं,
That is where your skill comes in. That is,
right,
I think, the new generation needs to know कि you've got a very long journey ahead of you. AI ke how much it's using power and water and climate resources, that is being debated right now. उसके बहुत fraction पे human brain जो है वो सिर्फ फूड एंड वाटर के साथ इतने अच्छे आइडियाज जनरेट करता है. So our reliance on chat gpt and AI in general will be in question once a war breaks out, and World War III kareeb hai, with all the research that you and I are reading these days, whatever is happening in the geopolitical scenario. But one of the questions which I always get from a lot of communications professionals is agency side the real deal? Because you've got seniors like probably Vikram Kharvi, who I interviewed, Madan Behel, Rajesh Chaturvedi, Sameer Kapoor, the stellars in the world of PR, or the Edelman folks, Vasudev Rangarajan, and the head of Asia Pacific there. And I mean, you've got these agency folks who are leading communications for the biggest companies. At the same time, you've got the big names like Ravi Mutreja, who is the comet of Adani, or like a Partha Ghosh for Air
yeah.
India. So what is the real deal? I mean, वो हमेशा ना chicken and egg की debate चलती है. Journalists और उसकी तो चलती है कि journalist better है कि comms better है. But I would like to ask you, is it better to be an agency guy, or is it better to be a comms guy? I mean, what is more thrilling, or what is more rewarding?
See, the comms guy is responsible for the internal versus external communication. Okay, he's dealing with his agency, dealing with his PR agency along with the internal communication. So, see, the comm person has a different kind of responsibility. Okay? Internal communication be smooth jana chahiye, along with the PR agency. They should also not get any wrong information. They're
Hmm.
responsible for anything going on. Okay,
Yeah.
where as a PR agency head, what happens? PR agency person, what happens, or a head like I am. See, in that case, you're responsible for getting anything coming from your client, you're responsible that it should be correct and factual information.
Definitely.
Even every small thing like a designation to even a profile may what changes have happened, you we need to be really very vigilant about it,
Hmm.
because it happens is that multiple profiles keep coming, right? After some time things get updated, but from, like I still remember, like a small a small spelling mistake, once it goes out in the media, especially in the newspaper, it can never be rectified. Online
Definitely.
में rectify होता है, but then journalists के literally you have to get after their,
Lives. Yeah.
please correct the spelling, please correct the spelling. It can be an error, and
Yes.
in case an error happens by mistake from the journalist side, then also you're screwed by the client.
Definitely.
Definitely, because your responsibility. See, anything going on becomes a responsibility because you are their PR agency. You are the Copcom agency. So you have to be responsible for everything you're
Hmm.
doing. Right? And जो internal Copcom होता है उसका role, उसको भी his responsibility is also like to give everything correct to us.
Yes, yes, yes.
So like so it's like, see, I was handling this Everest brand solution ka internal, like I was handling their PR. Okay, so I was handling the PR. So that time I was a popcom for them, right? I was doing press releases for them and all that. Okay, so that time I realized that it was a very responsible job at the same time. So because I was handling from then, and then I was interacting with the journalists. After that only I started my company,
यू
PG
वर द लास्ट सेफ्टी नेट, बिकॉज पीआर एजेंसी में क्या होता है ना कि आप फॉर्म्स को एक बार ग्लांस के लिए भेज सकते हो, लेकिन आप अगर कॉम्स हो तो आप डायरेक्टली जर्नलिस्ट के लिए अप्रूवल दे रहे हो. सो वट एवर नाउ गेट्स
Right.
रॉन्ग, यू हैव टू आंसर योर सीईओ.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So that time what happens is that you have to be very responsible on what is going out, and you have to give approval. In case you don't have a PR agency in between, then you are directly interacting with the journalists, right? And then then making sure that everything falls into space and everything, and all those things. So it's always good. It's always easier when Copcom has a PR agency with them, so it helps them to streamline things. Like I also work with a lot of corporate communication people, because since like recently we've got this client who's a dietitian from Dubai, so there we work very closely with Copcom people. So I see the amount of responsibility they have on their heads on every small thing on what's going on, because it's like they're responsible for their company
Hmm.
credibility,
Hmm.
right? And we also make sure that everything falls into space, the correct picture comes, everything comes, because there's so much. And the in this industry, sorry, what happens, that people, these journalists are so much in a hurry that they need a code, so sometimes they tend to mix up the code. So we have to really make sure that by you put the right picture. Like I'll tell you what happened was, picture we had given an article for ETH. Okay, now the client, by mistake, the journalist put some other person picture again my
Oh.
client's article, because
Yeah,
it
and
was
this has happened, टाइम्स नाउ पे यू स्टिल वो मीम बनता है उसका
हाँ
कि
हाँ
two different names थे and राहुल शिवशंकर was shouting on
like,
another person when he was another person. So ये
yes,
human error है, but this is a
human
big
error,
source
big
of
error. So my client was like, "If what this
yeah.
article is written by me, what? Please get it rectified." Then I had to tell the journalist, "Ki bhai, it's a human error. It has happened, but please rectify it." Got rectified in an hour's time, but
But
it took
Pallavi, journalists सुनते भी नहीं है. Like I'll tell
nice.
you about people who are my classmates and now senior correspondents in organizations. They always tell me, "गौरी हम ना PR से interact नहीं करते." Like they look at PR agents as somebody underneath, like some underdogs of sorts. उनको लगता है कि सीधे comms या founder को reach out करें. जैसे there is a certain journalist in a very big publication who directly reached out to my founder, and I was the comms and I had an agency and I had a stellar agency. And we both were perplexed ki, okay, why is this woman directly reaching out on LinkedIn? Now we can't stop her, but at the same time we know her style of writing कि वो हमेशा बहुत तेज stories लिखती है. The person can get in a soup. Now the kind of founder I was dealing with was a media baby, okay? In the sense they loved coverage and they were not getting much of it. which is why they were like ki every coverage is good coverage, but we had to
हाँ.
explain to them ki no boss, every coverage is not good coverage. This certain lady is known to actually twist and turn stories and quotes. Do not comment on somebody like an Elon Musk. Do not think that this is impartial to you, because down the line it might impact you. And it was me and it was my agency, and we both came together as a team for the first time, क्योंकि हमेशा एक बड़ा bear रहता है, but we came together and we were like कि no, please don't do this. And then that person was like, okay, sure, I'll just pass this off, but I still don't understand why. वो last moment तक he was like कि I don't understand why you're refusing this. It was like taking a toffee from a child, but we told them कि this is not a good article for you. We can get you much better stuff. Same thing as you tell the Gen Zs, have patience. I see that clients do not have patience, Pallavi, but I think that's what you and I are fighting for, to be able to change in the
But the
industry.
thing is, a lot of journalists sometimes think, Gauri, I'll tell you one thing. They're always thinking if we go through a PR person, it will take longer time for our inputs to come. But that's not true. It
It
will.
is shorter
Yeah,
because
no,
I've
no.
seen
Sometimes what happens, people read directly. Like when I was a journalist, also, now sometimes we used to not know that who's the PR person. Okay, so I used
yeah,
to read directly to founders, and then they many of them used to say, "Acha, my PR agency will write back to you." Somebody used to
hmm,
be saying, "कि ठीक है, Pallavi, let's do it on phone." So when we used to
yeah.
do it on phone, ठीक है, there were no goof-ups. बट जब वो पीआर एजेंसी के थ्रू आता था तो प्रॉपरली स्ट्रक्चर होके आंसर्स आते थे तो कट
Get
कॉपी पेस्ट
होता
वाला काम.
था. matlab, it's like I'll tell you, when I was handling one of clients, like as an agency, we were behind their life. Ki this certain journalist, we want to make good amends with her. Please give us the quote in time. And we saw 2 to 3 times the comms team would hold back the responses because of their internal timing conflicts. And then the journalist would go live with the story without our quote, and then ऐसा आता था कि अरे ये coverage तो हमने भेजी थी. आप 8 बजे कोट भेजोगे 4 बजे की स्टोरी का, तो नहीं आएगी ना. दिस इज ऑनलाइन, दिस इज नॉट प्रिंट. सो
अब
आई मीन,
सोचा, just imagine today's World Health Day. So the whole everyone is doing a story on World Health Day.
yeah,
तो
of
आपका
course.
तो amount of so the quotes now imagine now if like today only the client asked me that where all are you expecting the quote to come. So I said that World Health Day is tomorrow. Let's wait. We'll see which publication carry a quote. I'm sure many publications will carry it since we've spoken to the journals. We have, but the thing is, there are so many quotes a journalist is getting कि वो
Yeah.
कितने कैरी करेगा और कहाँ पे करेगा कैरी.
देखिए,
ओके वो.
प्रेफरेंस आएगी ना. आई विल प्रेफर, इफ आई एम अ जर्नलिस्ट और इफ यू आर अ जर्नलिस्ट, आप विप्रो या टीसीएस या इन्फोसिस को प्रेफर करोगे ओवर अ हेक्सावेयर. लाइक, नो ऑफेंस टू देम, बट दिस इज द साइज. मिड कैप, लार्ज कैप, स्मॉल कैप, स्टार्टअप में फर्क तो होगा ही ना. जो स्टार्टअप को
हाँ
जानते हैं,
बट देन अल्टीमेटली क्या है कि उनको भी तो स्पेस चाहिए.
definitely
मेन
the
पॉइंट इज
quality
दैट
then matters, I
क्वालिटी
think.
क्वालिटी मैटर्स बट द थिंग इज दैट नाउ द थिंग इज योर रिलेशनशिप विद जर्नलिस्ट हियर कम्स इन. आई टेल यू,
Yes, yes.
इफ यू हैव अ गुड रिलेशनशिप इवन आपका स्टार्टअप क्लाइंट आ सकता है.
डेफिनेटली दैट इज वेरी ट्रू, बिकॉज सी, जर्नलिस्ट को रिकॉल चाहिए, ठीक है.
रिकॉल
ब्रांड
चाहिए.
रिकॉल से ज्यादा, अगर मैंने किसी के साथ एक अच्छी कॉफी पी एंड आई हैव अ पर्सनल बॉन्ड विद देम, आई विल गो आउट ऑफ माय वे. एंड एडिटर्स डू दैट. इवन नाउ आई नो there are so many of sub editor level people or correspondent level people I speak to, and they're like, यार इतनी फालतू स्टोरी चला के आया हूँ मैं आज, क्योंकि मेरा एडिटर इस वाले पीआर के साथ लंच करके आया था. So that happens, and I don't see any harm in that. The
नहीं, इट्स
industry works
रिलेशन.
in a human way.
Ultimately, it's a relationship that helps you in the long run, whether it's with a journalist or with an agency or whether it's a client. See, all has to go hand in hand.
Nee, Pallavi, I am sure that you have a plumber who's coming to your house for 10 to 15 years. वो रिलेशनशिप आपने कैसे बिल्ड की होगी? उनसे प्यार से बात करके,
Yes,
उनके रिक्वेस्ट अकोमोडेट करके, उनको चाय पिलाकर. So that is the same way your relationship with industry folks goes on.
yeah, right.
But this is an evolving journey. अब तो हमें influencers से भी relations बनाने हैं. क्या पता आगे जाके हमें AI से भी relations बनाने पड़े. No. But now I'll jump to the very interesting part of our conversation, which is the rapid fire. Pallavi, which is your favorite sector to service?
Technology.
Oh, wonderful. And Pallavi the journalist or Pallavi the PR, which is one which you like better?
Journalist.
Oh, Pallavi the journalist. And one piece of advice you would want to give the senior comms of today who are not ready to really see the power of digital media,
Evolve yourself.
of course. And if you have to choose your favorite medium today to consume your pieces of technology news, would it be Instagram or would it still be the pink papers?
LinkedIn, I must say.
Oh wow, that is an interesting choice. Um, one piece of advice you want to give to 16-year-old Pallavi who's just probably making up her mind to start as a communications person, be it a journalist or a PR.
See,
And
research well, study, read content. See, these are the journalists don't want to. These are the upcoming journalists. They don't want to read. They don't want to research. Earlier, there was no. When I started as a journalist, internet had come, but we didn't have so many mediums, right?
Mhm.
To start. I still remember I started with TOI.com, and we used to have a graveyard shift. In the night, we used to put articles, edit articles, and put it on the software. I still remember. So
Hmm.
we started from there to correct spelling mistake, to correct articles, and then read what we are editing, and
Hmm.
and then when I went to E4M, I got this training from my ex-boss Kalyan sir, who's
Hmm.
unfortunately not there anymore. But he was a mentor. He was such a mentor. He trained me so well that today, whatever I am, I owe all my gratitude to him.
But Pallavi,
Because
that's beautiful
first,
that you still
he was
remember the impact of your first boss on your life, because I see so many people being so ungrateful and entitled, across ages. मैं सिर्फ यंग जनरेशन को ब्लेम नहीं करूंगी उस चीज में. I mean gratitude for your mentors, be it in the journalism world, my seniors at PTI or my seniors at Republic or my seniors at ET. I still owe a very big part of my comms journey to them. My mentors at Ad Factors, at Edelman, and then the comms jobs I used to have, even if they were probably for 6 months or a month at max. And now that you're an entrepreneur, it's a very different journey. But who is on your speed dial? Who is that one person you go to when you are in a crisis, or when you think that okay, this is not working out, maybe in life or in work?
See, the thing is, I work with my school friends, Neha and Disha, who have been there with me for 16 years in my
Wow.
company.
Hmm.
Okay, so if there's any personal crisis or there's any work crisis, we always get together and share stuff, and we sort it out together.
Hmm.
Okay,
That's
and then yeah, so this is like that, and the second person to go back is of course my husband. And
By the way, that one question I have, how does marriage change things? Matlab, does it make it better for the man and the woman? Or, there are complications when we're talking about, having a good career and a good marriage. Like, how important is it for you to have a husband, who understands you in order to be a successful journalist or PR professional?
see, you have to be, at least I'm very lucky in this way that my husband has been very supportive of my career. So he's from a financial background. So he is
Okay.
from a financial background. So but he started understanding what is my work after seeing me working for so many years and stuff. And he
Hmm.
always supported me even with my daughter.
Hmm.
Yeah, he always supported me when she was growing up and stuff. And even supporting it, and if I go for a press conference or even went for a meeting. So see, without each other's support, a woman cannot succeed in life. She needs the support
Definitely.
of her husband, and vice versa. Even when he has his own company, so even I support him wherever I can, like through my knowledge of this financial market and the way it works in limit. But still, I keep listening. So now I started understanding that where you should invest, how you should invest, all that. So you tend to listen and learn a lot of things from each other, right? But the support which you
Yeah.
provide is, see, a marriage is also going hand in hand in everything.
Yeah, yeah, of course. No,
So
Pallavi.
if you
Yeah.
support each other,
Hmm.
then only a marriage works. If
Definitely.
and you have to, and both of the partners have to keep their egos aside. If you both have your own egos, then marriages don't work. So basic thing is
Definitely.
just to support. So that's why I'm saying I've been very lucky where
That's true.
I've been concerned, touch wood, that he's been a very good support in my career, and how, like, grow, and always encourage me to grow.
No, that's beautiful, Pallavi. I mean, what I gather from this is ki, behind a woman there's a man for their success, and behind a man there's a woman. So
Yeah, true.
both have to be each other's success. At the end of the day, that's such a beautiful point to end. Because this is one of the most humane podcasts I've had. PR के world में ना हम बस stories में घूमे रहते हैं, but हमारी क्या story है? Like, how do we struggle to get that piece of news out, which then goes off into the dustbin or into a bhajia paper? But that struggle to be there for 16 years is worth commending. And I would recommend everyone to look up Pallavi's work on LinkedIn. Reach out to her for your PR queries. This is an industry which works on partnership, and this podcast is there, Pallavi, to work on our strengths. There are some sectors you are strong in, there are some sectors I am strong in, and it's not a competitive space anymore, be it between journalists and comms and PRs. It is now a collaborative space. But it was so beautiful talking to you. Always I talk to you, there's something new to learn and take back. Thank you so much, Pallavi, for your time today, and I hope to catch you again soon with more success stories and more gyan and learnings. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gauri, for the wonderful podcast. I really enjoyed talking to you and listening to your part of experiences and stuff. I wish you all the best for all your podcasts and more success to you in the
Thank
coming
thank
years.
you so much. Thank you so much, Pallavi.
Thanks.